welcome back to our channel.
It's been a while since you've seen us all together, but here we are with our planners.
And for today's video, we will be doing a passion planner giveaway.
Yay! So one of you will be lucky to win one of our passion planners. And all you have to do is
Comment below an idea that you want us to do for a video, or if you don't know what an idea for us, just comment Bruin below.
So the winner will be chosen next Sunday on October 14th, and it's gonna be at the end of the video. And you can enter as many times as you want. So for every comment you put in, you get one entry. And then as soon as you contact us, we'll make sure to get back to you, and that way we can know where you live and everything, so we can mail it out. Or if you do live at UCLA or whatever, then we'll just meet up with you.
Yeah, so good luck to everybody.
Yeah, I hope you win.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, I'm going to show you how I plan my weeks. So this is my planner that I got, my passion planner that Diana and Karina and I got for free. So this was week 1, which was the past week. And basically I put all my classes first, for the whole quarter, because that's obviously not going to change, my class times. And my work time is Tuesday, Thursday. It's not a lot, but I leave it there because it's pretty consistent. So I put it for the whole quarter as well. And then I add the gym on Sundays usually, because sometimes like for example, week 1, I was planning to go on Monday, but I didn't go, so I crossed it off. So that's why I want to plan other stuff on Sundays, like today. Okay, so the gym, I haven't planned it this week, so I'm gonna plan it today. My rest day was Sunday today, so I have to go tomorrow, which looks like I don't have a lot of time, unless I go really early, which I can, because tomorrow the locksmith is coming and then I have classes. So I'm probably gonna go all week, and Saturday I volunteer. So yeah, we can do this right now. The gym, if I wake up at 7:30, wake up, then I gotta make breakfast, and that takes a while, and then I have to digest, which takes a while as well, maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours. So then while I'm digesting, I'm gonna try to study. And well, my last day was arms, so I'm gonna do let's pause for a second. Okay, so I like to do arms, like the arm area on Tuesdays and Thursdays, because I work from 5 to 9, and I'm already on campus, which is close to the gym. And so I wake up at 4, and I can't really put that because it doesn't go up to 4 a.m. So I wake up at 4 a.m. and then I make my breakfast, something like oatmeal, easy to make because I don't have time. And so since it's a 4-hour working period, a gap, I'm probably gonna be kind of hungry. So I like working on arms, and then I have a snack right after work, a banana. But I feel I don't need as much energy as in for glutes and legs and stuff. So that's why I like to do arms right after work. So I do gym right after 9 to 10:30. Arms. So I'm gonna put that in there. And I usually have meetings for my clubs, but since the quarter just started, I don't really know when yet. They should start right now. Okay, I'm probably gonna go. Wednesday is a better time because I only have 1 class. I want to get my day started, so I wake up 7:30 as well. Wake up, breakfast. I mean, I don't have to write this. I'm obviously gonna wake up and eat. But it gives me a good idea what time I have to wake up. And then gym 8:30. No, that's crazy. I'm sorry, I have to digest. Gotta study. Okay, so I'm probably gonna go 10 to 11:30. And that is gonna be leg day. Okay, and then Thursday I'm also gonna go after work. So same thing as Tuesday, gym, arms. Friday I have nothing. I wanted to go home because I have to give my cat medicine. It's been every month I have to give her flea medicine, but I can't really go home for 1 day because I have to volunteer the next day. I'll probably plan that out later, but as of now, I'm gonna say that I'm waking up early, just like regular, 7:30. Wake up. Breakfast. Having a planner is like really important to me because it gives me like an idea of what I have to do because I'm kind of forgetful. So it reminds me. And then later on, like I'm gonna look at my syllabus, see what chapters I have to get done, and I write like my homework, what is due. And basically that's how I do it. I don't want to show you everything because it's the same thing. But yeah, hope you weren't so bored. And yeah, that's an idea like how I plan my weeks.
Here's the passion planner and how it looks like. Right here you could put your information in case you lose it and somebody finds it. Here's just some information about the passion planner. Here is where you have holiday, and here's kind of like the overall 2018 to 2019 year. Just a little planner. So I'm gonna show you now my week and how the week things are organized, and I'm going to show you how I utilize the space, and maybe it might help you. So let me begin. I'm just going to focus on this side first. Here I always put the week that I am in. This is week 1 of fall quarter, so that's how I just kind of keep track of what week I am in. And then right here I put kind of like a little color legend where it'll match these blocks that I have during the week. So these first 4 are classes. I decided to put a little post note just because I honestly don't mind sharing what classes I have, but I've had some very personal issues and just privacy issues that if you really want to know, you could message me and I can totally share it with you, unless you're that person that I cannot share that information with. But other than that, that's just where I have the sticky note. I really do not usually have this sticky note, but for the purpose of this video I will have it here to cover that. And then I don't mind sharing that this right here, orange one, represents CVP, so any CVP related stuff. That's the Central Valley project that I am in. And then this represents the gym. Now the red, obviously the red can change drastically because sometimes I plan a workout but something comes up and then I just can't. Just like some classes, maybe sometimes they get canceled, or you never know, but for the most part this is kind of the schedule. So in this area they usually put like little cute quotes or just stuff to do, and sometimes I check it out. Then this area is the personal to-do list. These things are personal things, more related to my personal life, and some of these things I put it just in case, if not I will move it on for the following week. But clearly the ones highlighted right here are the ones that I do have to get done for this week, that are personal, but I have to get it done. To the side is the work to-do list. All of this I have to get done by the end of the week. There's no way that I cannot, because they all just have to get done. But basically once I finish it, I will grab my green highlighter and highlight what I have, the tasks that I have done. That way I know what tasks are next to work on. So up on top right here are some times, and those are my times to tell myself, like, okay, you need to try to sleep at that time, you need to try to sleep at that time. That way I can get 7 to 9 hours of sleep, just depending. Honestly, I don't always follow it. I try my best, but yeah, usually I end up staying till like 2 or 3 a.m. But I need to, that was this all first week I kind of didn't follow that, but once I get into the routine and everything better, hopefully I will follow my times. And then once again, my weeks change, my weeks vary, so that's not always consistent. But yeah, right here where it says today's focus, that's my focus at the gym. So as you can see, they each stand for something. I love to abbreviate, and I know what my abbreviations stand for. And then if it's my rest days, I technically put it over there. And now we're going to take a look at this kind of wider part. So all of that is white out. I always make sure to have white out with me because, like I said, things change or I mess up and just, I mean, my planner doesn't look that pretty, but if I'm doing it in pen, which I love to write in pen, or highlighter, whatever the case may be, I use the white out. And also, like, as you can kind of see here, I was accidentally putting these blocks for Sunday and they really belong on Monday, so that's kind of why I edited that part. And then for the gym one, I put what gym I'm gonna be at, so they stand for different gyms. That way I just kind of know like where to plan to go. And then that's kind of like how I do my weeks. And then my classes, I put a D. I obviously didn't put it for the purpose of this video, but the D stands for discussion, and then the L stands for lecture. So the D and the L's, like, they stay. But then I put B. Instead of putting the B, I actually put the building that I go to for that class, and then the number of the classroom or whatever, or the lecture room, whatever it is. And then next to it, for that week, I count how many readings I have, and just keep in mind that, like, I know what readings these are based on another section of this planner that I will show you in a bit. But yeah, I just put the number of readings that I have for that week and for that class, just so that I can try to get them done before that time period, or before I go into that class. And let me see. Yeah, I kind of try to include everything. I kind of fill everything out, and everything that's kind of filled out really varies because, you know, just things come up differently. By the way, these are set like within 30-minute increments from 6 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. I know that's not everybody's schedule, but usually for me, it works out, because if it's after 10:30 p.m., usually I already have my day set or what I'm gonna do, and usually it's like I'm just up studying or whatever, or out with my friends or whatever the case may be. And yeah, so that's kind of how I do that part. And then I'm kind of trying to see if I'm forgetting anything, but I don't think so. Okay. And then another thing is, this is a space of infinite possibilities. So right here, I divide this area to put like CVP ideas, and the reason I'm covering it is just because a lot of the stuff that does happen like within the general body meetings or the staff meetings for CVP, that's kind of kept between us. That's just, you know, out of respect to our org. That's why, like, I cover it, but usually I don't even have a sticky note. But I also put the sticky note here just to let you know that if this whole thing gets filled up, you can always cover up with sticky notes, as in any of these places, to add information. Right here it said math plus blank space. So here I just write random stuff in case I just need a little note and my plan happens to be there. So yeah, so kind of like, for example, I was just doing some planning of like the departures and just stuff like that for CVP, and that's kind of why I put that information there. And yeah, so that's kind of how my week, how I kind of organize my week. And then let me show you another part of the planner. So this part, I am not gonna lie, I do not use this part at all. What I do is I grab a glue stick and I glue that section together. But honestly, if you feel like, you know, you're feeling maybe, I don't know, lonely, or like having a hard time, or just you need time to yourself to think about things, this definitely works. And it's very important. Like, if you actually read the questions, they help you to kind of to be accountable for your stuff, and it really just, yeah, it just helps you to be accountable for your things and to feel better about yourself and all that good stuff. And then it has a little bit of tips, but I honestly never use it because I'm very busy, and I don't know, I just, if I ever need to talk to anybody, like, I definitely have very close people to me that I vent out to. Once again, here's the legend, and these represent the colors. So the way I do my month, just to kind of get a little like snapshot of the month, basically all of these things matches to like whatever's highlighted. So for example, I have different usually I put the last names of the authors or like little things of the readings. So all of these like things in black are readings that I have to do. And for example, all of them purple belong to that class. And just like that way I kind of know what readings I have. So how I had mentioned earlier, my weekly planners or my weekly sections of the planner, I will put like how many readings I have for the week. So that way it'll match that. And then I just kind of like write what readings are due and by when. And then anything that's kind of like in red, that's usually like a midterm, or it's like an assignment that's due, or just something that's due. So anything that's in red, that's like things that I have to turn in. So usually they're kind of like big things or whatever the case may be that I will be graded on. So obviously the readings, I take notes and I do the readings because you kind of have to. You might be quizzed on them or stuff like that, but for the most part, the things in red, those are the ones that I'm like, okay, yeah, like I have to physically turn something in or online. And then the ones that are like, I didn't even put on the legend here because the ones that are like highlighted in yellow, that's just events. Whoa. Okay, cool. So I covered that part. So basically, this is kind of like a snapshot of my month for October. Along the sides, I put again like the weeks, week 1, week 2, and so on, just kind of to see what week is when and how I'm doing for the quarter. So all these things in black are readings for classes. So I do have a lot of readings and stuff, so I basically just put the last name of the author, just like stuff like that for the readings that I have to do, and then match up the class that reading is due for. And then anything that's in red, like all those little red things, they usually are midterms, or they are like assignments, papers, essays, like just because I have an essay due every week, you know, just so on, just like stuff like that, things that I have to submit online, physically turn in person. That way, like, I know that I'm not gonna miss anything. And this week, like, I had barely done it, and today is Friday, and I actually forgot to do one thing, but fortunately, like, I was able to do it. Shout out to Priscilla for helping me out with that. Yeah, so I should have completed everything and done everything planned out, but now that I have everything planned out, now I know for sure for the rest of the quarter I'm not gonna forget anything. Yeah, and let me think. Oh, and then all these things in yellow are things kind of like not necessarily related to any of this. They're like events that I have, maybe like family events or just different things that don't really relate to my academic stuff. Just to kind of keep in mind where I'm at during the month and when that's coming up and blah 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 blah. And then this is right now like at the beginning, and usually like once I get the month going, I will add a bunch of events everywhere because, you know, events come up randomly and out of nowhere. And yeah, that's kind of how I do. And then the reason why these are in gray is because that's not part of October, but I like to see the whole block, which is very, very helpful. I forgot to mention that the planner does start in August, because that's kind of usually when college students start. So this is more targeted towards like academics and stuff. It starts in August and it ends. There's also like blank pages here. You can play that little like 4-dog game or whatever it's called. I used to play it all the time. Yeah, so there's just like blank spaces, but it basically ends in July. And yeah, I honestly like would use my planner sort of like this version in like even New York when I went during the summer. That's kind of mostly it for the planner. So just to show you at the back, there's like a little pouch where you can put stuff in there. It helps. But yeah, that's kind of like what I have for the passion planner, and I hope you enjoy it. And thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.